In this following video, you will see a presentation about the Jamaican English, about the Jamaican patois, and about the culture in Jamaica. And of course, you will hear some reggae music. Enjoy, brother!
Wagwan teacher. Jamaica was discovered by Columbus in 1492 and taken over by the Englishmen and made into an English colony in the year of 1655. The Brits imported slaves from different countries, mostly African countries but others as well. The slaves created a language that their masters wouldn't be able to understand, and this was a mix of their own impressions of English, a language that is commonly known as Jamaican patois. With Jamaica's original inhabitants extinct and the masters still talking British English, this would become over time the national language of Jamaica and the language of education. Nowadays, with the different education levels of the country, the Jamaican English accent is influenced by the patois in different extent. For instance, the rural regions with a lower education level than the urban regions has a wider patois-influenced English speech.
What up, brother? Vagamba? Yeah, man! This is two phrases on the Jamaican English which you probably already heard, because they are also the two most famous ones. Like Edward spoke about, the Jamaican English has been influenced by the Jamaican patois, and the accent on the Jamaican English depends on which language your family speaks. For example, if you have a family that speaks patois, you most probably have a more distinct Jamaican accent. But if you have a family that speaks more British like English, you will probably have a little bit less Jamaican English accent. The most significant difference between the British English and the Jamaican English is that the Jamaican English replaces a lot of letters with T or with D. If I would like, for example, say, like you heard about when I said brother, I said brother. So there I had replaced the T with the D. And if I want to say that and this, I say that, this. So there they also have replaced the T with the D. And do it, it makes do it. And rather, it's rather. And what, it's what. That is a little bit of the Jamaican accent. And as you can hear, you can still understand the word. So if you come as a tourist, you don't have to be worried that you can't make yourself understood or that you can't understand the people. Unless the Jamaican people speak patois. If they speak patois, it might be a little bit harder. But that, about patois, Karin is gonna tell you all about now. Peace out, brother!
Yaman, Waragwan. In Jamaica, almost everybody speaks patois. Patois is a French word meaning something like rough speech. It is a mix of different European and African languages. In Jamaica, it is pronounced patois. Patois was developed during the 17th century by the slaves who were brought here. Today, many locals want to make patois a second official language. The patois grammar is very simplified compared to English. This is a taste of what it sounds like.
Here's an patois. Example, like you come to Jamaica and you want to go home. Me want to go home. Me want go home. Yeah, meaning me, I want to go home back. In part one, me want go home. Or some people will see like a car come and in English it's car. In part one, watch that car there. Watch that car there. Watch that car there. Yes, exactly. Watch that. No. What? Can you say it again? Watch the car there. Watch the car there. Exactly. Yeah, that's good. Watch the car there. No, watch the car there. So if I meet someone on the street and I would just want to say like, "What's up?" What do I say? Wagwan. Wagwan. Yes. But wagwan. It sounds like what? What going? Like what's going? What's going on? Yeah. When you say wagwan, meaning you're asking me what's going on, and I would say I'm okay. Me alright. Me good. Alright.
Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about the culture in Jamaica. And at first, I want to tell you about the religion, because I think many of you are thinking of Rastafari and Jah when you hear the word Jamaica, and so do I. But in fact, the majority, 65% of the Jamaican people, believes in the Christian religion, and 9% believes in Jah and the Rastafari. And this religion has been spread over the world by the reggae music with a little help of Bob Marley, and is a movement of freedom. Marcus Garvey is one of the founders of it, and it came in the early 1900s, I think. And according to different sources, the main idea is to live in peace with each other, both black and white people. But in some ways, I think the old ideas is that the black people are the chosen one by God and should be living above the white people. And to Rastafarians, Mariana, or maybe I should say Ganya, which is the word for it in Patois, is like a holy sacrament. And earlier I mentioned Bob Marley, and in Jamaica the music is a big part of the culture, and it's everywhere in the daily life. Reggae, ska, and dancehall are three popular music genres, and it is by Bob Marley the Jamaican music has been known in the world, and he is like an ambassador of the reggae genre. And it is the characteristic sound of the drums and the bass in reggae that has made it famous. The singers in reggae are using Jamaican patois, English, or a mix between those languages. And in dancehall, they are using a lot more patois and Creole and a lot of slang. And this language in dancehall are developing fast with new words and expressions. And it's really hard to understand the lyrics, even for the Jamaican people, actually. And at last, like a finish, walk good, everyone.
So this was all we had for the presentation about Jamaica and their English and their culture. I hope you enjoyed it, and we would just like to finish up with some words from the King of Reggae, or should I maybe say the King of Jamaica. Enjoy, and remember, peace, love, and music. It's all life it's about. Thank you for listening.